For centuries, humanity has gazed at the stars, wondering if we are alone in the vast expanse of the universe. From ancient myths to modern scientific inquiries, the question of extraterrestrial life has shaped our understanding of existence and our place in the cosmos. But what if the answer is not what we expect? What if, in this seemingly infinite universe filled with billions of galaxies, trillions of stars and countless planets, Earth is the only place where intelligent life exists? The possibility that we are alone in the universe is both awe-inspiring and unsettling. It challenges our perceptions of existence, raises profound philosophical and ethical questions, and places an immense responsibility on humanity. If we are truly the only intelligent beings, then the survival of knowledge, culture, and life itself rests entirely on our shoulders. This question is more than just an academic or philosophical curiosity. It has real implications for science, society, and our future. Are we a cosmic accident, a rare stroke of luck in an otherwise lifeless void? Or is life so fragile and rare that civilizations simply do not last long enough to communicate with each other? Scientists, astronomers, and thinkers have pondered these ideas, searching for clues in the vast darkness of space. As we explore the mysteries of the universe, we must consider both possibilities: that we are alone and that we are not. Each scenario presents its own challenges and opportunities. In this discussion, we will delve into the Fermi paradox, the rarity of Earth-like conditions, the scientific search for life, and the implications of solitude in the cosmos. Whether we are the only ones or simply the first to emerge, the answer to this question will shape the destiny of humanity. The Fermi paradox. Where is everyone? The universe is unimaginably vast, containing an estimated 200 billion to 2 trillion galaxies, each with billions of stars and even more planets. With such staggering numbers, it seems logical to assume that intelligent life should have emerged elsewhere. Yet, despite decades of searching, we have found no definitive signs of extraterrestrial civilizations. This contradiction is known as the Fermi paradox, named after physicist Enrico Fermi, who famously asked, "Where is everybody?" The scale of the universe, how big is it? To understand the paradox, we must first appreciate the sheer scale of the cosmos. The Milky Way alone contains around 100 billion stars, many of which have planets in the habitable zone where conditions could support life. Beyond our galaxy, the observable universe stretches 93 billion light-years across, filled with countless other planetary systems. With such an enormous number of potentially habitable worlds, it seems unlikely that Earth is the only place where intelligent life has evolved. The Great Silence. Why haven't we heard from anyone? Despite the high probability of extraterrestrial civilizations, our telescopes and radio antennas have detected nothing. No messages, no signals, no cosmic engineering projects. Scientists have proposed several possible explanations for this eerie silence. First, aliens exist, but they are too far away. Even if alien civilizations exist, the vast distances between stars could make communication nearly impossible. It takes over 4 years for light to travel from the nearest star, Proxima Centauri, to Earth. Messages across the galaxy could take thousands or even millions of years to reach us. Second, advanced civilizations may be using undetectable communication. Human technology relies on radio waves, but advanced civilizations might use quantum communication, neutrino signals, or other methods beyond our understanding. If they don't use radio signals, we wouldn't detect them. Third, intelligent life is rare or short-lived. Civilizations might be exceedingly rare, or they may self-destruct before reaching a stage where they can communicate with the stars. Nuclear war, artificial intelligence, resource depletion, or environmental collapse could prevent species from expanding beyond their home planets. Fourth, aliens are choosing to stay silent, also known as the zoo hypothesis. Some theories suggest that advanced extraterrestrial civilizations deliberately avoid contact with us, observing humanity from a distance like animals in a zoo. They may be waiting for us to reach a certain level of technological or moral development before revealing themselves. Lastly, we might be looking in the wrong way. Our search for extraterrestrial life has focused on Earth-like conditions, but alien life could be vastly different from what we expect. They may not rely on water, carbon or DNA, and their habitats might be in places we've overlooked, such as gas giants, neutron stars, or even interstellar space. One of the most unsettling explanations for the Fermi paradox is the Great Filter hypothesis. This idea suggests that there is a barrier in the evolutionary process that prevents most civilizations from advancing to a spacefaring stage. The Great Filter could be the emergence of life itself. Maybe life is incredibly rare. The jump from simple microbial life to complex intelligent beings. The ability of civilizations to avoid self-destruction. If the Great Filter is ahead of us, it means that most intelligent civilizations eventually destroy themselves before becoming interstellar. If it is behind us, then Earth has already passed through the hardest stage, making us exceptionally rare. The Fermi paradox forces us to consider a haunting possibility. Maybe the reason we haven't found intelligent life is that we are the first or the last of our kind. Whether due to natural disasters, self-inflicted destruction, or insurmountable technological limitations, most civilizations may never reach a stage where they can explore the stars. If we truly are alone, then humanity carries an immense responsibility. We might be the only species capable of understanding the universe, shaping its future, and ensuring that intelligence continues to exist. But before accepting that fate, we must explore whether Earth is truly unique or if life elsewhere is simply hiding in ways we have yet to detect. What if the reason we haven't found intelligent life out there is because Earth is truly one of a kind? The rare Earth hypothesis suggests that the conditions that allowed life to evolve on our planet are so unlikely that they may be incredibly rare, maybe even unique, in the entire universe. While the cosmos is filled with billions of planets, the combination of factors that made Earth habitable might be so improbable that we are one of the only civilizations to exist. To understand this, we need to look at what makes Earth so special. First, we have our Sun, a stable, long-lived star that provides the perfect amount of energy for life to thrive. Many stars in the universe aren't as friendly. Red dwarfs, for example, are the most common type of star, but they frequently release deadly solar flares that could strip away a planet's atmosphere. On the other hand, massive stars burn out too quickly for life to have a chance to evolve. Then there's Earth's position in the habitable zone, the region around a star where liquid water can exist. But just being in the habitable zone isn't enough. A planet also needs to have the right atmosphere, a stable climate, and a protective magnetic field. Earth's molten iron core generates a strong magnetic field, shielding us from harmful cosmic radiation. Without it, our planet could have ended up like Mars, a barren, lifeless wasteland. Another crucial factor is plate tectonics, a process that helps regulate Earth's climate by cycling carbon dioxide between the land, sea, and atmosphere. This prevents runaway greenhouse effects like the one that turned Venus into an uninhabitable inferno, or total atmospheric loss like what happened to Mars. Without plate tectonics, Earth might have been doomed long before intelligent life had a chance to evolve. And then there's our moon. Earth's moon isn't just any moon, it's unusually large compared to our planet's size. This isn't just a random detail. The moon stabilizes Earth's axial tilt, keeping our climate relatively steady over millions of years. Without it, the planet's tilt might swing wildly, causing extreme climate shifts that could have made the evolution of complex life impossible. Even our solar system's structure plays a role. Take Jupiter, for example. This gas giant acts as a cosmic shield, deflecting or absorbing many of the asteroids and comets that could have otherwise wiped out life on Earth. Without Jupiter, we might have faced far more devastating impacts, possibly preventing life from ever reaching the stage of intelligence. Now, the big question is, how rare are Earth-like planets? Astronomers have discovered thousands of exoplanets, some even in their star's habitable zone, but just because a planet orbits at the right distance doesn't mean it has all the other factors needed for life. Many of these worlds orbit red dwarf stars, which, as we mentioned earlier, may not be ideal for life. Others are super-Earths, with extreme gravity or lack of protective magnetic field. Truly, Earth-like planets may be far rarer than we once thought. This leads to a deeper debate. Some scientists believe in the mediocrity principle, which argues that Earth isn't special. Life should be common, and the universe is likely teeming with civilizations. But the rare Earth hypothesis presents the opposite view. The conditions that made Earth habitable are so unlikely that intelligent life might be extraordinarily rare, if not completely unique. If this is true, it would explain the Fermi paradox, why we haven't found any evidence of intelligent life despite the vastness of the universe. Maybe the reason we're met with silence is because there's no one else out there. But if we really are alone, then what does that mean for humanity? It would mean that we are not just another civilization among many, we are something extraordinary. It would mean that all the knowledge, culture, and progress we have achieved are the only records of intelligence in the entire universe. If we were to destroy ourselves, intelligence itself could vanish from existence, never to return. The search for extraterrestrial life continues, and maybe one day we'll find evidence that we are not alone. But until then, we must also recognize how precious and fragile our own existence is. If Earth is truly unique, then the survival of humanity isn't just about us. It's about preserving the only known spark of consciousness in the cosmos. The possibility of microbial life, but not as we know it. Even if intelligent civilizations are rare or even non-existent, could life still be out there in a different form? While we have yet to find alien beings with advanced technology, the possibility of microbial life elsewhere in the universe remains one of the most exciting and realistic prospects. If life on Earth began with single-celled organisms that eventually evolved into complex beings, then it's possible that microbial life could exist on other planets or moons, waiting for the right conditions to evolve further. Scientists believe that life on Earth started in extreme environments: deep-sea hydrothermal vents, boiling hot springs, or beneath thick ice sheets. If life can survive in such hostile places here, why not on other planets? Some of the best candidates for extraterrestrial microbial life aren't distant exoplanets, but places right here in our own solar system. Take Mars, for example. Billions of years ago, Mars had liquid water on its surface, along with a thicker atmosphere and a more Earth-like climate. Today, it's a cold, barren desert, but that doesn't mean life never existed there. If microbes ever lived in Martian lakes or underground reservoirs, they might still be hiding beneath the surface, protected from harsh radiation. Rovers like Perseverance are actively searching for signs of ancient microbial life in Martian rocks, and future missions may even bring samples back to Earth for analysis. Then there are the icy moons of the outer solar system, which may be even better places to search for life. Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, has a thick icy crust, but beneath it lies a vast ocean of liquid water, possibly twice the amount of all Earth's oceans combined. The same goes for Enceladus, a moon of Saturn, which shoots geysers of water into space, giving scientists a direct way to analyze its subsurface ocean. If hydrothermal vents exist at the bottom of these alien oceans, just like on Earth, they could provide the perfect conditions for simple life to thrive. Could life survive in the clouds of Venus? Despite its hellish surface, Venus has a region in its atmosphere where temperatures and pressures are similar to those on Earth. Some scientists have speculated that airborne microbes could be living in Venus's thick, acidic clouds, floating in the upper atmosphere. Recent detections of mysterious gases like phosphine, which on Earth is produced by microbes, have reignited interest in the idea. But what if alien life isn't based on water and carbon at all? Some scientists believe that life could evolve in environments completely unlike Earth's, maybe in methane lakes like those on Saturn's moon Titan, or even in the vastness of space itself. Perhaps extraterrestrial organisms don't rely on DNA, but use an entirely different biochemical system, one that we haven't even imagined yet. If microbial life is found elsewhere, it would be one of the most profound discoveries in human history. Even a single alien microbe would prove that life is not unique to Earth, that the universe has the potential to produce life wherever the right conditions exist. But if, after searching the solar system and beyond, we still find nothing, no bacteria, no biosignatures, no traces of alien organisms, then the mystery deepens. It would mean that life, even at its simplest level, is far rarer than we ever thought. So, is the universe teeming with microbial life waiting to be discovered, or is Earth truly the only place where life has ever emerged? The search continues, but one thing is clear. If we do find life elsewhere, even in its simplest form, it would change everything we know about our place in the cosmos. The great silence, why haven't we heard from anyone? If the universe is vast, filled with billions of galaxies and countless planets, why haven't we detected any signs of intelligent life? This unsettling question, known as the Fermi paradox, forces us to confront the possibility that perhaps we are alone, or that something is preventing civilizations from communicating or surviving long enough to reach us. For decades, scientists have been searching for signals from extraterrestrial civilizations through projects like SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Radio telescopes have scanned the skies, listening for artificial signals, but so far the universe has been eerily silent. No messages, no broadcasts, no evidence of intelligent life reaching out. But why? One possible explanation is that intelligent civilizations are extremely rare, as the rare Earth hypothesis suggests. Perhaps the precise conditions needed for advanced life to evolve are so improbable that Earth is one of the only places where it has happened. But there are other, more disturbing possibilities. What if intelligent civilizations self-destruct before they can make contact? This is known as the Great Filter Hypothesis, the idea that somewhere along the path from simple life to advanced spacefaring civilizations, there is a step that is almost impossible to surpass. Maybe life is common, but most species never develop intelligence. Or maybe intelligent civilizations arise, but inevitably destroy themselves through nuclear war, climate collapse, or uncontrolled artificial intelligence before they can spread into space. If that's true, then we might be living in a brief, fleeting window of existence before humanity meets the same fate. Another possibility is that intelligent life is out there, but it's deliberately staying quiet. Some scientists have suggested the idea of a cosmic zoo, where advanced civilizations avoid interfering with younger species like ours, choosing to observe from a distance without making contact. This could be similar to how we treat wildlife preserves on Earth, allowing primitive species to develop without interference. Or maybe the universe is far more dangerous than we realize. What if civilizations that reveal themselves are quickly wiped out by more advanced, hostile species? This leads to the dark forest hypothesis, an unsettling idea that suggests the universe is like a dark forest filled with hunters. Every civilization is a potential predator, and the safest strategy is to remain silent, because announcing your presence could lead to your own destruction. If this is true, then perhaps the reason we haven't heard from anyone is because intelligent life has learned to hide. There's also the possibility that we are simply listening the wrong way. Our technology is still primitive compared to what an advanced civilization might use. Perhaps extraterrestrials communicate using methods we haven't even discovered yet, like quantum signals, neutrinos, or something beyond our understanding. If an ant colony tried to detect human radio waves, it would never succeed, simply because it doesn't have the capability to comprehend them. Could we be in the same position, blind to the ways in which intelligent life truly communicates? The silence of the universe is unsettling. It forces us to ask, are we truly alone, or is there something we don't yet understand? If the great filter is ahead of us, does that mean humanity is doomed to extinction like every other civilization before us? Or have we already passed the hardest barrier, making us one of the few, if not the only, intelligent species to survive? Whatever the answer, the fact that we haven't heard from anyone leaves us with a haunting truth. If we are alone, then the responsibility of intelligence, of understanding and preserving knowledge rests solely on us. If we are the only conscious beings in the universe, then our existence is more precious than we ever imagined. And if that's the case, then the greatest tragedy would be to squander it. If humanity truly is the only intelligent civilization in the universe, what does that mean for our purpose, our future, and our responsibilities? The idea that we are alone is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. On one hand, it suggests that life, especially intelligent life, is incredibly fragile and rare. On the other, it means that we are something extraordinary, a unique anomaly in the vastness of space. If we are the only beings capable of understanding the universe, then we are not just observers, we are its storytellers. Every thought we have, every discovery we make, every piece of art, literature and music we create is a reflection of the cosmos becoming self-aware. If there is no one else, then we are the voice of the universe, the only minds capable of questioning existence itself. This realization brings an enormous responsibility. If Earth is the only place where intelligence has emerged, then protecting our planet is not just about ensuring humanity's survival, it's about preserving the only known spark of consciousness in the entire cosmos. Destroying our world through war, environmental destruction or neglect would mean more than just the end of human civilization. It would mean the end of intelligence itself. But being alone also presents an opportunity. If no other civilization has survived long enough to expand beyond its home planet, then we have the chance to be the first, the pioneers of life beyond Earth. Colonizing other planets, exploring deep space, and ensuring that intelligence continues to thrive could become our ultimate purpose. Instead of waiting to make contact with aliens, perhaps our mission is to become the aliens, the first species to step beyond its homeworld and bring life to the stars. At the same time, knowing we are alone forces us to reflect on how we treat one another. If humanity is the only intelligent species, then every life matters even more. Wars, conflicts, and divisions become meaningless in the grand scale of the universe. If we are truly the only conscious beings, then what sense does it make to fight among ourselves? Instead of wasting our energy on destruction, we should focus on building, exploring, and creating a future worthy of the cosmos itself. Perhaps one day we will uncover proof that we are not alone. We may detect alien signals, discover microbial life on a distant moon, or even meet intelligent beings from another world. But until that day comes, we must live as though we are the only ones. Not with fear, but with purpose. Not with despair, but with the determination to make our existence count. Because if we are alone, then everything we do, every breakthrough, every piece of knowledge, every act of kindness is the most important thing in the universe. And that means the story of humanity is not just ours, it is the story of the cosmos itself. The future of humanity expanding beyond Earth. If we are alone in the universe, then the survival and progress of intelligent life rest entirely on our shoulders. We are not just inhabitants of Earth, we are the guardians of thought, creativity, and knowledge. And if we want intelligence to thrive beyond the lifespan of our planet, we must look to the stars. Right now, Earth is our only home, but it won't be forever. Our planet is vulnerable to asteroid impact, supervolcanic eruptions, climate change, and even the slow but inevitable death of the sun. If humanity remains confined to Earth, we are taking a dangerous gamble. One global catastrophe could wipe us out, erasing intelligence from the cosmos forever. That's why becoming a multiplanetary species isn't just an option, it's a necessity for long-term survival. Our first step is Mars. With projects like SpaceX's Starship, NASA's Artemis missions, and future plans for Martian colonies, we are already taking the first steps toward becoming an interplanetary civilization. While Mars is harsh and unwelcoming, it is the most habitable world within our reach. If we can establish a permanent presence there, it would mark the beginning of humanity's expansion into the solar system. But Mars is just the beginning. The gas giant moons like Europa, Titan, and Enceladus offer possibilities for future exploration. Even the asteroid belt holds vast resources that could fuel a spacefaring civilization. If we master space travel, we could one day build massive space habitats, terraform planets, or create artificial worlds that sustain life far beyond Earth. And then, the ultimate challenge: interstellar travel. Right now, even our fastest spacecraft would take thousands of years to reach the nearest star. But with future advancements, perhaps nuclear fusion, antimatter propulsion, or even theoretical warp drives, humanity might one day explore other star systems. We could become the first intelligent species to spread across the galaxy, not just surviving but thriving in ways we can barely imagine today. If we are truly alone, then our responsibility is greater than ever. The universe is vast, mysterious, and mostly empty. But we have the chance to fill it with life, with culture, with meaning. We can become the builders of new worlds, the creators of civilizations that last beyond our wildest dreams. The silence of the universe does not have to be a sign of loneliness. Instead, it can be a call to action, a challenge for us to step up and take our place among the stars. If we are the only ones, then we are the first, and that means we have the chance to shape the future of the cosmos itself. If we are alone in the universe, then every action we take, every discovery we make, and every step we take toward the future carries immeasurable significance. We are not just a species on a small blue planet. We are the pioneers of consciousness, the architects of what the universe can become. Our existence is not just about survival, it is about leaving a legacy that endures beyond us. For centuries, humanity has gazed at the stars, wondering if something might be out there. But if we are the only ones, then we are the answer to that question. That means our mission is not just to survive, but to thrive, explore and create. We have the power to shape the future, to turn an empty, silent cosmos into one teeming with knowledge, art, beauty and innovation. Our legacy could be one of division, destruction and extinction, a forgotten whisper in the vastness of time. Or it could be something far greater, the birth of a civilization that defies the limits of its origin, that refuses to remain bound to one planet, that reaches beyond the stars and turns the universe into a home. If there are no other voices in the cosmos, then it falls to us to fill the silence with meaning. If there are no other creators, then we must be the ones to build, discover, and dream. If we are truly alone, then our duty is clear: to ensure that intelligence does not vanish, that knowledge is never lost, and that the story of the universe does not end with us, but begins with us. Perhaps one day, far in the future, our descendants will look back at this moment as the time when humanity chose its path. When we embraced the challenge of a silent universe and decided to fill it with life, purpose, and endless possibility. Because if we are alone, then we are the beginning of something greater than ourselves, and that means the future is ours to create. Whether we are alone in the universe or not, one thing is certain: we exist, and that matters. If the silence of the cosmos means there are no other intelligent civilizations, then our role is not just to survive, but to carry the flame of consciousness forward. If there are others out there, we must push ourselves to become explorers, ready to meet them as equals. Either way, the future of intelligence, knowledge, and meaning depends on what we do next. The vastness of space may seem overwhelming, but it should not fill us with despair. It should inspire us. We are not insignificant. We are the ones who give the universe meaning. Every great achievement, every discovery, every act of creation is a step towards something greater than ourselves. The silence of the stars is not a void, it is an open canvas waiting for us to shape it. So, we must protect our planet, for it is the only home we have. We must seek to understand our place in the cosmos, for knowledge is our greatest power, and we must push forward to new worlds, new frontiers, and new possibilities, ensuring that intelligence does not fade into darkness, but instead spreads like fire across the universe. If we are alone, then we are the first voices in an empty expanse. That makes our existence both rare and precious. The greatest tragedy would be to waste it. Instead, let us embrace our cosmic responsibility, not just as a species, but as the bearers of the universe's only known light. The journey ahead is unknown, but one thing is clear. If the universe has no meaning on its own, then it is up to us to give it one.